Grand Rising. This is Apostle Biggers-Vails, your deliverance coach. And today I want to talk about arise. Arise means that you got to move from one position, from a lower position to a higher position. I'm talking about to arise in your thinking, because you got to begin to understand that God called you to be great. And if you're going to be great, that means you got to stop being status quo. You got to stop being mediocre. You got to stop being what your situation says that you are. And this is where you're choosing to elevate your thinking, to arise up out of the depression, to arise up out of the loneliness, to arise up out of the defeat. Whatever that you may find yourself in, you're choosing to arise out of it. Now, I want to say this. When you arising out of it, this is where you don't think that God is just going to do it for you, but you got to understand that God is a spirit. So when you open up your mouth and say, God, I need you to arise within me. I need you to give me the grace to overcome these things. He's going to give you strength, but you're going to feel the resistance of whatever the situation is, or whatever it is that the enemy is trying to stop you. You're going to feel the resistance. And so many times we think that God is going to do it all, when the Holy Spirit is to give you strength. He is your helper. He is your comforter. He is your friend. And so many times we get disappointed because we look for God to do everything and not understand He left the Holy Spirit as a help to us, not to do it for us. And once you start helping yourself, you'll start beginning to realize it's going to get easier. You're asking God to send you, to order your steps, put you in the right direction, show you what the right people that's going to help you. You'll begin to see that He'll start putting things in your path. And so you got to choose to arise, because so many times we just assume that things are just going to arise out of the blue. God is just going to do it. No, you got to put forth effort. This is a mental work. It's going to challenge your feelings. It's going to challenge your thoughts. It's going to challenge your attitudes. And it's going to show you that it's going to take some work. And you're going to begin to see how the enemy wants you to stay in such a place where you're at. That's why you're feeling the resistance. And that's why we need Holy Spirit to help us, because you got to understand, and you got to tell yourself, I'm arising out of this. Even when it looks like nothing is happening. Even when it looks like everything is constant, you got to say, no, I'm rising up out of this. And you got to be willing to talk to yourself every day and not let your feelings and your emotions get in the way. Say, no, shut your mouth. I'm rising up out of this. I'm coming up out of this. I don't know how, but I know that God is with me, because you got to know that you're doing the mental work. He says that it's impossible to please Him without faith. And if you're going to arise to greatness, it's